this segment, we're going to work on polishing a Petoskey stone from start to finish, and we're going to do it using a Dremel tool, which is a tool that's a little bit more readily available to everybody, and it's in a price point where if you're a beginner getting started, this is a perfect tool for you to sort of get your feet wet with lapidary and start to understand the process of polishing. So the Petoskey stone is a very soft stone, and there are much harder stones, and the process doesn't change with a harder stone. It's still the same. It's just what type of abrasive you're using to polish the stone. So Petoskey stone is relatively easy because it's soft. The process is a little bit faster and more simple. It requires equipment that isn't quite as expensive. So this is a really great way to get started in lapidary. It's like sanding and finishing wood. The process is very similar. So you're going to start out with a heavier grit sandpaper, more coarse grit, and you're going to work your way to a finer grit. Say with wood, you might start with 120 grit sandpaper. You would then switch to maybe a 320, and then a 600, and then a 1200 to finish the wood. In lapidary, it's much the same. You're going to start with a coarse grit, and you're going to work your way in steps or intervals to a finer grit. So let's go find a stone and get started. So right here, it's just behind my door here. It's just a bucket of Petoskey stones, and I'm just gonna pick out a stone that's got some good pattern on it. This one actually looks pretty good. Could probably do this one. This one looks great. This has got some darker eyes on it. It's got a little bit bigger pattern on it. I think I'm just gonna take this one. It looks like it's gonna be a good one for an example. So probably take this one and get going. So here's my stone. I'm back here at my bench, and I've got these are little abrasive wheels, if you will. You find them on eBay or on Amazon. It's real simple. I've got them labeled right here. So tan is 120, green is 180, red 320, gray is 400, and black is 800. So pretty simple, straightforward. So I'm just going to go in steps. Okay, so I've got this set up so that you can easily see up here. I've got my tan, green, red, gray, and black, and that's just set up there so that it's a nice visual for you to see what step I'm on. And also I put down some white paper towel here so that you can see more of a contrast while I'm working. So just going to start with tan, which is a 120, and I'm going to bring in my tub of water here on the side, and I'm just going to dip the stone, get it wet, and I'm just going to begin. moved through all the polishing steps, I'm gonna finish it with a polishing compound. I'm gonna use a different brush. This one seems a little too tough. Try this one, it's a little bit softer. Okay, now I'm just going to take a damp cloth, just got it in my water over there, just going to scrub it a little bit and that should do it. Here we go. Polishing a Petoskey stone with a Dremel. I do say it turned out pretty well, and I'm very pleased with it. It's got a small pit right here in the middle, but that's it's not too bad. So that turned out really good. Thanks for joining me today on polishing a Petoskey stone with a Dremel. My opinion is that the stone turned out really well, considering it was done with a Dremel. I do realize that it probably with different equipment you can get a perfect polish on a Petoskey stone, but given the equipment and given what I was using, I think it turned out way better than expected. And it's a great way to get started in lapidary and just give it a try and see if this is a hobby that's for you. So anyway, if you like the video, please go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. Love you to join me on more videos. So until next time, take care.